Good morning. Welcome to this quick yoga flow and full body stretch. We'll be focusing on releasing areas that might be tight first thing after waking up, such as the bottoms of the feet, calves, neck, shoulders, and back. This class is suitable for all levels and is beginner friendly. You won't need any props. Begin on your knees at the back of your mat. Hips rest back on your heels. Sit up tall, drawing the crown of your head up to the sky. Bring your attention to your breath. Feel the air flowing in and out of your nose. Slowly begin to roll out the neck, moving in one direction. And then reverse. Come back to center. We're going to find a toe squat. Tuck your toes, keep your spine nice and long. This is a great stretch for the plantar fascia, but it can feel a bit intense, so feel free to take a break if needed. Maybe roll out the wrists, moving in both directions. Now come forward onto your hands, release your toes. Maybe tap your feet on your mat to bring back the circulation. Or you can roll over the tops of your feet if that feels good. And then find your tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, shins are parallel. We're going to warm up the back with cat-cow. Inhale, arch your back and look up. Exhale, round your spine, draw your chin to your chest. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your back. Exhale, round. Repeat this a few more times at your own pace. Return to a flat back. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky, opening the chest. Exhale, thread your right arm under your left with the palm facing up. Rest the right side of your forehead down on your mat. For an extra stretch in your left shoulder, you can extend your left arm, reaching your fingertips to the top of your mat. On your next inhale, rise back up to tabletop, or repeat on the other side. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky, opening the chest. Exhale, thread your left arm under your right, palm is facing up. Rest the left side of your forehead down on your mat. Maybe extend your right arm if that feels good. On your next inhale, rise back up to tabletop. Exhale, draw your navel in towards your spine. Tuck your toes. Inhale. And then exhale as you press your mat away from you. Reach your tailbone up and back for downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent for now. Focus more on creating lots of length in the back body. Stretch the shoulders, keep your neck relaxed. Let your chest sink down towards your thighs. Take your time and walk your feet towards the top of your mat. Bring them hips distance apart. Add a generous bend to your knees. Let your upper body hang heavy. Ragdoll. Take opposite elbow and opposite hand. You can add a gentle nod or shake of the head if that feels good. Or maybe add a sway from side to side. On your next inhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing, head comes up last. Inhale, reach up to the sky, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Find Tadasana. Bring your big toes to touch, heels are slightly apart. Relax your arms by your sides with the palms facing forward. Inhale as you reach back up tall. Exhale as you pivot at the hips and fold forward. Add as much bend to your knees as you like. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to plank. Keep your elbows tucked in by your sides as you lower down to your knees, chest, chin. Inhale for Cobra. Press your hands into your mat, finding a back bend. Keep your elbows bent, legs are active. Exhale and press your way back to downward facing dog. Hold here for a couple of breaths. Keep the spine nice and long. Your legs can be bent or straight. Or maybe walk it out, bending one knee at a time, pressing your heels down towards your mat. On your next inhale, roll through to a high plank. And then exhale, lower down to your knees and sink your hips back to your heels for child's pose. Arms can be extended, or you can bring them by your sides with the palms facing up. Rest your chest down towards your thighs. Forehead lowers down to your mat. On your next inhale, rise up to tabletop. Joints are stacked. Exhale and draw your lower belly in, engaging the core. Inhale. And then exhale, walk your hands towards the top of your mat. Melt your chest and your forehead down. Try to keep your hips on top of your knees. There's also the option to add a tricep stretch here by bringing your palms together and bending your elbows. Extend your arms back out, and then transition into Sphinx on an inhale. Shift your weight into your forearms and lower your hips down to your mat. Shoulders are roughly over the elbows. You can move your elbows slightly forward to lessen the back bend if needed. If you'd like more sensation, feel free to find your seal pose. Ground your hands and straighten your arms. If you feel any pinching in your lower back, please lower back down. Slowly lower all the way down to your mat. Stack your hands and place them under your forehead. Rest here for a breath or two, letting the spine neutralize. We're going to stretch the quads and the hip flexors. Bend your right knee, reach back with your right hand and grab the foot. Gently draw your heel towards your glute. Make sure you're rooting your pelvis down into your mat. Release and switch sides. Grab your left foot with your left hand. and carefully draw it in. Release and extend your left leg back out long. Plant your hands by your lower ribs and press your way through tabletop and back to child's pose. Feel your spine gently rounding out. Breathe deeply into your lower back. On your next inhale, round up to tabletop. Tuck your toes at a light spread of your fingers, and exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Hold here for 4 breaths. Legs can be bent or straight. And feel free to either walk it out again, or you can be still. Do what feels best. On your next inhale, roll through to your high plank. And then exhale, lower down to your knees, chest, chin. Inhale for Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lower down to your knees and find a wide-legged child's pose. Big toes touch, knees are as wide as is comfortable. Extend your arms and melt your chest and forehead down to your mat. Walk your hands over to the left until you can feel a side body stretch. And then place your right hand on top of your left and relax back down. Now walk your hands over to the right. Find where feels best. Place your left hand on top of your right and then exhale, melt back down to the earth. Take your time as you return to center. And then walk your hands in, coming up to any comfortable seated position at the back of your mat. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, twist to your right. Left hand comes to your right knee. Right fingertips plant behind you. Gaze back. Inhale, return to center, reach up. Exhale, twist to your left. Right hand comes to your left knee. Left fingertips plant behind you. Inhale, return to center, reach up as tall as you can. Exhale, hands to heart. Place your hands over your heart. Take a moment to close your eyes. Breathe here, feeling the rise and fall of your chest. Maybe taking a moment to set an intention for the day. And then open your eyes. Bring your hands back to prayer. and bow down, thanking yourself for taking time this morning to practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.